Alrighty everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a very massive discussion on all kinds of things DLV, and I want to hear your input as well, so make sure throughout this video if you have any thoughts or ideas, you drop them down in the comment section below. I would love to read through all of them, and I know everyone else would as well. But before we jump into this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I promise you, you will not regret it. Let's go take a look at the Twitter post from yesterday. Okay, so yesterday, DLV asked a very important question. They said, we'd love to know what quality of life improvements would make your time spent in the valley even more magical. Let us know what features or changes you'd like to see make their way into the update in the comments. I think the next update is actually going to have so many changes, things that we've been asking for. We're talking a search bar of cooking, search bar and furniture. I think the next update, the Tiana update, is going to have a huge amount of quality of life improvements. So they're asking us, and then when they deliver in the next update, we're all going to be very happy. So that's my take on this question, because I do think that they have been working on a lot of stuff we've been telling them. They're already aware of things that we would like. So they could also be looking for things to fix going forward, you know, into the rest of the year for like the second part of the year as well. So it's really great to see these questions, and the fact that they put that focus on it, I'm very happy, because it seems like next update is going to be great. Now I'm going to start off with mine real quick, and then we're going to go through the rest of the communities. Now I think this is actually going to be a great idea, and I believe you will too. So I said I would love to see a feature added to the game that allows us to have multiple valley layouts that we can swap out at any moment. Imagine being able to build your plaza in one style, then with just the click of a button, swap it to a blank canvas and redecorate it with a new theme. For example, you could have your plaza decorated for Halloween, and then when Christmas comes around, quickly swap it to a Christmas themed plaza. This feature could be applied to every biome, giving us endless decorating possibilities and the flexibility to use all premium shop buildings and items without constantly tearing down existing builds to make space. Additionally, this would be a great solution for players on platforms like the Switch who hit the item limit, allowing them to swap to a new layout and continue building with a fresh slate. Now, I literally just posted this at 5 a.m., so I'm about a day late on this. Hopefully DLV still sees it, because I think this would help a lot, and I'm going to break this down in a little more detail to make it a little easier to understand, because that was a lot of words, all right? So what I am asking is, for example, I have my plaza set up like this. It's nice, looks pretty good. I really like it. But say I want to redecorate my plaza, but I don't want to destroy this build. I want to be able to keep it. I wish for each biome, you can swap different layouts. So I could build this and save it. So let's say I have 5 slots for my plaza. 5 different layouts. I could save this and it goes in slot like 1. So then I can click on layout 2, and then boom, it's a blank canvas again. I can then redecorate my plaza and save it, and then I could do a layout 3 if I want. Maybe I wanted a Halloween themed plaza, so I could decorate it all Halloween theme, decorate another layout all Christmas theme. Maybe this one is just my regular theme in between holidays, and then I could swap between them like 1, 2, and 3 layouts literally at the click of a button. Now other games like Palia actually ends up doing that. You can just swap it, so I know it's possible, and I know the DLV team is actually very talented, and I think they could implement it. Maybe they just haven't thought about it, but this would be great too for Switch players. So say, you know, up here at the top of the screen, if you're on Switch, you can only have like 600 unique items and then 3,000 of these. So say you're decorating your valley and you hit that item count, but you really want to continue decorating, but the Switch obviously can't handle over 3,000 pieces. So if you could swap to a blank canvas on, say, your plaza, and get a whole new, like, lower your item count all the way, you can then continue to decorate like you want. Maybe you get a new shop, a new building in the premium shop, and you want to decorate with it, but you don't have space and you're out of your item limit. you could swap that. It would roll back your count for your plaza because it's not rendering the items you already have, and then you could rebuild. Now, I especially want this because, like, for example, my Forest of Valor, I love it. I love decorating it, but it's too much work for me to tear down this massive build, but I don't ever want to get rid of it. I like the way it looks, but I so badly want to redecorate my Forest of Valor with, say, like Owl's Toy Barn that I just got. Or maybe I want to do a build like this over in the Sunlit Plateau. Maybe I want to build with the Sunlit Plateau instead of being amusement theme, which I do. I actually want to decorate my Sunlit Plateau on a completely different theme, but I do not want to delete everything in here and then have to rebuild it later if I want to swap it up. So allowing us to actually just swap over and over to different layouts at the click of a button would be awesome, and it would definitely help Switch users. And again, once we get new items in the premium shop, you could do a whole new build between them and just keep interchanging them. So that is my genius master idea. That's something I absolutely would love for them to add to the game. If you guys are interested in that, let us know down below. Hopefully DLV sees my suggestion and implements it within the next year or two. I'd be very happy. I think it would literally change up DLV and make it such an incredible game to the point where you could just endlessly decorate forever and never get tired. I'm literally at the point where, if you're ignoring my beach in the glade, I have pretty much maxed out my valley, but I still want to decorate. I just can't because I don't want to tear it down. I could go decorate Eternity Isles if I want, but you know, it's just not the same. I don't know if it's the nostalgia in the game for me, but I love the original valley and I love decorating like the plaza on the meadow. Eternity Isle is still fun, but it's just not the same as being able to decorate over here. All right, so let's go take a look down this list here. Wow, 416 likes. For a DLV Twitter post, this is a lot. So I haven't read through any of these. I'm excited to see. So Daniel Feehan said, when cooking in the restaurant, the items ordered are shown in the objective tab, so we don't have to scroll through every menu to find it. That would be incredible. This is something we want. It's kind of like a whole restaurant thing, you know. Anyways, like you have your orders, you look at them on a little a note or something, boom, you know what to do, or looking on computer, iPad, whatever, and then you already have it there. So if you actually had it in the objectives tab, you could just click on it. It would be so much better than constantly scrolling through. They also said customize signs to make organization easier. This would be really great. They do have signs and you can swap the symbols, but it's just not the same as actually being able to customize it. I would like to have actual like billboards. You know, they added the Wally billboard to the game. I also wish they would add a Touch of Magic billboard so you can create any image you want. You can design it. You could create your own massive signs in your valley. I think that'd be cool, but having small little ones for your storage tests would be great. In every game, all the way back from like Minecraft, have customizable signs. I'm surprised a game around decorating, you know, like DLV doesn't have that. They also said, also minor thing is alter the Owl's Toy Barn house so it doesn't remove pavement around it. There's actually many houses like that that do alter it though. So hopefully they can switch that up and get the premium shop houses actually fixed. So they gave the standard response. Appreciate your feedback. This doesn't necessarily mean they're going to actually do it. It's just something they pretty much put on everyone. Or they do like this one right here with the little handwriting emoji in the eyes. They've been doing that for years, and we still haven't seen some stuff that they kind of made us think. So at least they've read the comment. So Alicia Dewhurst here said, being able to move Goofy's cart outside of the realm it was in. I want to make a little market where all my purchasables are. Whoa, that would be cool. So they're each stuck within the biome that you find them in. Being able to move them all together and have a big shopping area, a big shopping district would be really great. They got 324 hearts on this. More clothing and accessories in Scrooge's shop, even if I already own them. It's sad to see empty windows and half empty rooms. I agree with this, but at the same time, I think they're constantly, we're always going to run out of the new stuff, you know, if you're playing during every single update. So they do add a little bit of furniture every update, which is always exciting. They don't really do it with the clothing options. So if we could start getting a handful more, they have in the previous updates, but it's usually just like 1 to 5 new items. Adding more clothing would be really great as well, but we would end up just purchasing it and then they would be empty anyways regardless, but we could always use some more. We got Jerica Sky here. They said Owl's Toy Barn sign to light up. It's really dark at night. Turn on all the lights button when taking a picture, even if not night. Oh, yes. That could be in your actual camera settings as well. So instead of click on like a filter and they have that touch of magic toggle, imagine being able to activate all lights, or even take it one step further, activate everything that's interactable within there, and you could toggle it into that. So for example, if you could toggle on all the lights at once, and then maybe you could set it to fireworks within your picture to activate at a certain point, or you know, fountain tiles, which they already activate, maybe the Ratatouille fountain, things like that. If you could manually customize that stuff to make your dream snap easier, that would be really great too. They said the ability to sit in pictures on a chair or a bench. Yeah, being able to sit down. Let's take it further. Let us use our umbrellas. Let us use the little handheld bread basket that I spent money on that I don't ever use because you have no reason. Let us to use accessories and take pictures with them, even holding your tools to take a picture. The big giant pencil that we got through Oswald's quest line would be great. They also said repeat cooking, like you can just keep pressing the button to cook without reloading ingredients each time. That would be great too. I'm hoping with the Tiana update, we're going to get a bunch of changes with this. DLV said, thank you for the suggestions. Let's see, we got Kanhachi over here. They said being able to change the chest color in any moment. No need to build another new one. Bigger space in chest, being able to have more than 50 items in one slot. So expanding our chests and customizing them is a really great option. We got Hot Cocoa Collective here, so Supergirl fact. Loving the new update. Can you please revert the changes you made with furniture mode with the camera functionality, because the camera has been moving very slowly around the map rather than its previous fast pace. They did comment on this one, shockingly. They said, we appreciate you sharing your feedback and we'll pass it along the team. This is also a standard copy-paste message that they send, but the fact that they replied to it is really great, and I'm hoping that since they know about it, maybe they're going to make it where you could have it on the new mode if you want, or you can swap it back to the old one. That would be a great fix. We have Tavi here. They said the ability to place characters in pictures. Please, it is so hard to get a good picture with multiple characters. This would be cool if you could manually like take characters, pick them up, and put them in certain spots where they're not allowed to move. They can do their animations at random times, so you still have to capture them at random moments. But if you can make it where they stay stationary facing the camera, game changer completely for Dream Snaps, 100%. We got Dizzy over here that said we need regular weekly bug fixes / quality improvements. Like Remy's Quest Iron, we have been saying that this isn't enough, so having the altered at this update is paramount and not waiting for the next update. Timing is the most important quality of life improvement you can make. There are still a handful of bugs this update that haven't been addressed or fixed, and we need a current smooth gaming experience in this current update, not waiting for the next. So one thing that's interesting about them asking us about features added to the game, it is kind of weird that during the middle of this update, instead of asking us for features added to the game, which is great, they should also be asking us what bugs are we experiencing. They need to acknowledge the bugs and then what we can do to make it even easier, make it a smoother experience for all players. And I do think we're going to have a lot of bug fixes, but they do seem to wait to just do the bug fixes in every update. It's kind of weird because Gameloft is a big team, and so is, you know, the team in Dreamlight Valley. But a lot of other games, even small indie companies, I'm talking games with just a couple people developing it and working on it, they still put out bug like hot fixes every couple days, every week, every couple weeks. We're getting fixes every, 2.5 months, and it's always just some fixes. So I would really love them to focus on that, and obviously some transparency. Just talk to us more, explain to us why they can't do it. Why is this not possible for them to do, you know, weekly, monthly bug fixes? Just let us know, be more, just talk with us. So that's another thing I would love, not necessarily an in-game feature, but something I would love for them to actually just communicate with us overall. So Disney also went on to say, I'm begging for a big cursor sensitivity increase in furniture mode. Building every week with a slower build mode is not enjoyable. So yeah, they definitely need to fix that, and they are aware of it, so I'm hoping that helps. The hide UI doesn't even work on PlayStation as promised in the patch notes. That's weird that they would mention it in the patch notes when it actually doesn't work, and surely they would test this stuff out beforehand. And then we need more communication on social media. Yeah, this is a huge one for me. I agree. We definitely need more communication. And then lastly, I think releasing the DLC update at the same time as the base game update is overwhelming the players and dev teams, as double updates always the most broken. So I would say release the update or the DLC update a couple weeks after the initial base game update so the bugs can be handled first. I think that would work too if they were actually handling the bugs though. So I think even if they did that in terms of spacing out the content and, you know, having less bugs, I think we would still just encounter a lot of the bugs anyways, and we would have to wait. So I think it just comes down to hopefully we get a live stream and they actually communicate with us more. They gave us a live stream last November, and I think a lot of us thought it was going to be like a Q&A, but it was more of just showing off the future of DLV. I'm hoping this year they actually open up and give us like an actual live stream where they answer some questions. That would be the best thing they could possibly do. We got Srelita. I'm probably completely butchering your name. I'm so sorry, but here's the right here. They said item search bar so that you can search per like chair or sofa, etc. rather just than like the categories. I would love that. That would make decorating so much easier if you had a search bar on literally all the things in the game. Being able to place furniture at an angle, that's so weird that we can't like fully rotate it to every degree. I mean, these kind of decorating games, that's what they do. They have it where you can rotate it any which way. And it's weird that this game 2 years later still doesn't have that. I would also like stuff to actually line up because nothing lines up in the game. It's so crazy that it's literally like everything purposefully doesn't line up or sync with each other. And that's just wild to me. Being able to search in the inventory would be great. And then being able to freely place items rather than snapping to an invisible grid. Yeah, so this is another thing that Palia does, right? They have like a grid system, but it's like really small to the point where you can really line things up precisely. Rather than DLV, it's like spaced out where it's like just skip. It's just like chunk. And then it just locks to a point where nothing really lines up or interlocks with each other. It's a shame. We got Raylena's world here, having more interactions with water and pets. I agree with that, and our pets need to serve a purpose. So I'm going to throw another thing out here. I would like our companions to actually serve a purpose. I've talked about this before, but let me go to my companions and show you what I'm talking about. So like my companions, we have a variety of pets. We have like the turtles, we have the squirrels, we have the ravens. I would like them to actually provide something for us. So like any of the ravens, any of them, doesn't matter what they look like, which one it is. It would be cool if you could have a raven follow you. And then while it's following you, while you're in a biome, it highlights things for you. Maybe it could highlight flowers if you want. Maybe it could highlight the chest for you. So it would make it easier to go around finding the blue moonstone chest. Or even if you're not looking for it, you're just walking around. Say there's a blue moonstone chest behind this building or a green chest. You see an outline of the chest. Maybe it's in red, maybe it's in green. And then you're like, oh snap, what's back there? You go back here. Boom, there it is. So that would be like the special effect that the raven could do, and it could just spot out like rare materials, maybe mining nodes. That would be really great. And then the other companions could do something as well. So let me just go to the companions to see what we can think of on the spot. So maybe the bunny rabbits, you could harvest extra stuff. So maybe you could slap on a rabbit, and then when you go out there and you're farming and stuff, maybe they give you additional carrots or additional cabbage or additional pumpkins. They give you a small little buff, like a little boost. Or maybe they have a higher chance of finding some extra stuff for you. And then you have like the foxes. I'm not sure what the foxes could do, but they could do something. You guys could let me know if you think of something. Same with the crocodiles. Maybe they could do something. Maybe one of them does something with fishing. You got these sunbirds over here. We got the monkeys. We got capybaras. They could all have their own little special effect, and I think it would make it more worth actually having companions rather than them just looking super cute and also being in dream snaps. Now, there's so many more great ideas when that the community have come up with, but I'm going to throw one last one out there. And again, you guys can use the comment section to express what you guys would like them to change. One last thing I would like them to add is a photo album within the game. That way we don't have to use external websites. That way we don't have to use Discords. We don't have to use, folders on our computer, which you still can. But I want to be able to like pull up something in my inventory, just a tab or whatever, a dream snap, pull up our camera and be able to have every single dream snap available for me within the game. Now, they've done a great job extending how you can actually do stuff when it comes to this. So like you can show your current challenge, you can check your submission here. Voting, you can check your submission right here, the one that's being voted on. And then last week, whatever you got your rewards on, you can check your submission on that. So now we pretty much have a way where we can see 3 of them, but I want an actual photo album where it keeps track of all of mine. And then I can always at any point go to my photo album and then maybe I want to screenshot it, save it to my computer. It's so much easier for me to like click on my submission and then just save what I already have. It would be nice if it also showed your rank, your moonstones and all that. So having all these features within the game would be a freaking fantastic. But that's it for the video. Again, let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you guys have a really amazing week, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's pretty lengthy and lots of talking, but I really appreciate you. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.